Uke is a small village surrounded by green hills and forests. The people of Uke are farmers and traders. They were very friendly and hospitable. Uke is a peaceful and beautiful place.
There lived a young man called Emeka. He is kind and loving.
He is very gentle and always helps others. He makes everyone feel welcome and happy. He lives in a small town called Ekoma, but normally visits his village Uke.
There lived a young lady
called Lydia. He is beautiful, but she has a secret. She is half human and half snake. Her upper body is like a normal human being, but her lower body is like a snake. She is very pretty, but also very dangerous.
Emeka had no idea that the woman he met by the stream was half human, half snake. He had fallen deeply in love with her before knowing her true nature. In December, Emeka visited his village called Uke, not for celebration but to find love within his community. He preferred not to marry from another tribe. On his second day in the village, his uncle, a hunter, asked Emeka to join him in the forest to check his trap. As they walked, Emeka's uncle set him to go ahead to check another trap behind a thick bush. That's when he heard a faint cry and found Linda trapped. Emeka was shocked but managed to untie Linda, who promised to answer all his questions if he met at the river bank the next day. The next day, Emeka went to the river bank, wondering if the stories of his uncle told him about enchanted creatures in the forest were true. He couldn't resist the lady's beauty and wanted to know more about her. On a sunny Sunday, Emeka rode his bike to the stream to meet the mysterious woman who had caught his eye. When he arrived, he was amazed by her beauty, dressed in a white gown. As they walked along the river, Emeka asked, "Where are you from?" Linda smiled and said, "The neighboring village." Emeka looked for the wounds on her legs, but found none. He felt a chill realizing she was not like others. As they played, Emeka touched her back and felt scales. He wondered but didn't ask, fearing she might leave instead. He invited her home and she agreed, but warned him to keep water away. Emeka found this strange but promised to comply. Everyone they met guessed at her beauty, including Emeka's grandmother, who made her famous pepper stew. But Linda seemed so comfortable with the spicy food, refusing water when offered. When she choked on food, Emeka reached for water, but it turned green on her skin and she vanished into thin air. Emeka searched the yard, calling out, "Linda, where are you?" but got no response. He was left with many questions, his heart filled with wonders and curiosity. Emeka searched the backyard, but Lydia had vanished without a trace. He wondered if she was even human. Determined to uncover the truth, he decided to meet her parents the next day. Emeka returned to the river bank, but Lydia was nowhere to be found. As he waited, a green snake appeared and chased and chased him into the forest. Suddenly, he heard Linda's voice. "Emeka, what are you doing there?" she asked, panting heavily. Emeka was shocked to see Lydia emerging from the forest, her eyes avoiding his. She claimed she was chased by a snake while using the toilet, though skeptical. Emeka couldn't resist her charm as they bonded by the river. Lydia offered to take him to meet her parents. Emeka hesitated but couldn't refuse. They joined deep into the forest, and after 2 hours, they arrived at a small hut. "This is my home," Linda said, tears welling up in her eyes. "My parents can't afford a better life." Emeka felt sympathized for her and approached the hut, noticing it was part of a tiny village. Just then, a cyclist rode by, warming on an impending storm. Everyone scrambled for cover, rushing into their homes. Emeka's curiosity intensified. What was happening, and what secrets lay hidden in this mysterious village? He was determined to uncover the truth, even if it meant facing the unknown. Everyone scrambled to their homes, afraid of something. Emeka stood outside, confused, wondering what was strange about rain. Lydia called out to him, signaling him to join them inside. Inside, the family treated Emeka kindly, but when he mentioned marriage, they became cold and distant. Emeka decided to leave, but it was late, so Lydia escorted him part of the way. On his way home, Emeka was attacked by a hunter, but a huge green snake appeared, biting the hunters. Emeka ran, hearing a crawling sound in the bush. He tried to ignore it, knowing the forest dangers. As he approaches the village, he heard a lady's voice say, "Bye, Emeka." In his head, he looked around, but no one was there. He felt lighter, as if something had left him. The next day, Lydia visits Emeka at home. They went to their favorite spot, the riverbank. Some village boys came to swim, and Lydia stared at them. Emeka asked if she wanted to swim, but she replied, "I wish." Emeka tried to persuade her, but she withdrew her hand, tears streaming down her face. The boys approached, and Emeka tried to help Lydia, but they dragged her towards the river, tearing her clothes. Emeka tried to intervene, but one of the boys hit him. Lydia became furious, biting the boys, who collapsed and died instantly, as if stung by a poisonous snake. Emeka was frightened, realizing something was strange about Linda. Emeka's heart raced with fear as he watched his friend fall to the ground, lifelessly, after Lydia bit them. It was like they had been bitten by a deadly snake. He couldn't understand how a human bite could be so poisonous. Emeka's curiosity took over, and he carefully went closer to one of the bodies. He was shocked to see only two small holes, like only two teeth had pierced the skin. Lydia's teeth looked normal, so why only two marks? Emeka turned to Lydia, his voice shaking with fear. "Who are you?" he asked. Lydia's eyes filled with tears. "Emeka, I am sorry. I wanted to tell you." Emeka cut her off, his voice rising in fear. "Just tell me who you are." Lydia hesitated, then walked into the river. Emeka was amazed as Lydia transformed into half-human, half-snake creature. The dry parts of her body were human, while wet parts shone like a snake's scale. Emeka was frozen with fear, but Lydia's pleas for understanding kept him from running away. "Lydia, what kind of creature are you?" Emeka asked, barely whispering. Lydia explained what her great-grandmother had been cursed by a neighboring king, but the curse could be broken. Only her relative, Jane, knew how to break it. Emeka wondered who Jane was and where she was, but Lydia said she had disappeared after breaking her own curse. As they talked, Lydia remained in her half-snake, half-human form, unable to change back until her skin dried. Emeka's grandmother appeared, and to his surprise, she was not afraid of Lydia's mysterious form. Instead, she revealed that she was Jane, the very person who could break the curse. Emeka's grandma explained that the only way to break the curse was for Emeka to kiss Lydia while she was in her snake form. Emeka was horrified, but Lydia's pleading eyes and grandma's encouragement gave him the courage to do it. As Lydia transformed into snake, Emeka's heart raced with fear, but with grandma's reassurance, he finally kissed Lydia and she transformed back into a human. Overjoyed, they hugged and walked into the water, free from fear. Emeka eventually married Lydia and took her to the city, giving her a new life far from the village in the rainforest. And so their love story became a legend, a tale of courage and the power of true love to uncover even the darkest of curses. This is the end. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.